Good evening. I'm Jackie Robinson.
I'm Matt Mulcahy. The case that shocked Central New York is now in the courtroom. The first night of the Maxwell trial is still going on right now, but should wrap up shortly. It's been such a publicized case, the judge issued a gag order. 11-year-old Erin was killed in her Palermo home last summer. Prosecutors say her father and stepmother forced her to live in deplorable conditions before her death. Here's a breakdown of the case. Lindsay and Lynn Maxwell are both facing several charges of endangering the welfare of a child. Police investigating Erin's death last summer say they found the house full of garbage, animals, and feces. But the Maxwells disagree, saying that's not how they left their house. Now jury selection in the case is underway. Jim Kenyon's live outside Palermo Town Court, breaking down the first night of the trial. Jim.
Well, Matt, so far 3 jurors have been seated in the child endangerment trial of Erin Maxwell's father and stepmother. They do expect to seat the rest of the jury very shortly in this highly charged trial, given the fact that this couple is accused of forcing the 11-year-old girl to live in filth and despair. But Assistant DA Mark Moody summed it up best, perhaps, when he told the jury, this isn't about the way Erin Maxwell died, this is about the way she lived. The trial of Lynn and Lindsay Maxwell in Palermo Town Court has attracted a great deal of attention, even though they're not charged with the murder of 11-year-old Erin Maxwell. They are charged with a pattern of alleged abuse for forcing the child to live in a house full of animals, garbage, and feces. I pressed the couple for answers when they arrived.
A lot of not truth out there, and it needs to be, and the whole story needs to come out, not just bits and pieces.
You think you'll get a fair deal?
I don't know. We'll try. We'll try.
All they're going to do is look at those pictures, I'm sure.
We'll see.
It was pretty filthy in there.
Well, it wasn't when I left the house Friday afternoon.
State police say on August 29th, Erin Maxwell was strangled by her stepbrother, Alan Jones, at the family home in Palermo. He'll go on trial in September. But when troopers got inside, they found living conditions they described as deplorable. All of the charges, therefore, are for child endangerment. On August 29th, they're accused of creating an unsanitary living environment. The charge claims there were 100 animals in the house, dead kittens in a freezer, and feces throughout the house. Also on August 29th, they supposedly locked Erin in her room in such a way that it would have prevented her escape in an emergency. The description of the door makes it appear that Erin's room was more like a chicken wire cage. On August 15th, they're again accused of locking her in her room without escape during a family cookout. And that same day, they're accused of unsanitary living environment with animals and feces throughout the house.
I'm going to pound the district attorney and these state troopers who rushed the judgment on my client. It's going to be a pounding that the district attorney never saw.
And it did come out during the questioning of the jurors that, in fact, the number of charges against the Maxwells has gone from 6 down to 4. The DA requested to drop those other 2 in child endangerment charges because he felt he did not have adequate proof. What we don't know, however, is whether the judge is going to grant the district attorney's motion to prevent the defense from calling Oswego County Department of Social Service caseworkers to the stand. You may recall that they inspected the Maxwell home up until May of 2006 3 times, and yet still allowed Erin Maxwell to live in that house in Palermo. Obviously, Lanza feels that's good for his defense in that he says that they've already been officially investigated and not charged with child endangerment, so why now? Reporting live from the Palermo Town Court, Jim Kenyon, Action News.